Welcome back, denizens of the night, to V Rising. Having finished with Gloomrot South, it's time to explore the Cursed Forest. But beware, stepping into this forest reveals a new debuff called the Curse of the Forest. As time passes, visibility worsens and your compass and map will become unreliable. Like the curse's description says, it's easy to get lost in the mist. The solution to this is our next target, the Old Wanderer. This character offers a single reward, a protective cloak against the curse. If you plan on exploring the Cursed Forest, this cloak is essential. To find the Old Wanderer, you'll have to rely on your V-Blood tracking to get to him. My suggestion here is that you should take it slow on this step, travel on foot, and kill all creatures you run into. Clearing out the forest may help you when you start the encounter, and it's also a good excuse to farm some pristine hide for your tier 3 armor that you'll be making soon. The Old Wanderer is much like the encounter with Beatrice the Tailor. He runs away and you have to chase after him. The fact that you have no map and visibility is reduced is going to make this encounter quite challenging. While on the chase, you're bound to bump into the creatures of the forest, which include spiders, wolves, bears, and lurkers. The most important tip for this encounter that I want you to remember is that you should prioritize killing the creatures first before chasing him. Fighting the Old Wanderer is difficult if you're trying to kill him while being attacked by the local wildlife. Also, it's not like you'll lose track of him. After killing the creatures, just follow your V-Blood tracking again. Another tip you should be aware of is that if the Old Wanderer gets away, he will reset and run back to where you first encountered him. This means if you find him and he manages to evade you, just go back to the same spot you found him in the first place. When combat ends, he'll literally come straight back to you. During combat, I recommend using the spear's E and Q ability combo to pull him in and dish out some damage. For skills, I recommend using Frostbat and Frost Barrier to chill him and slow him down. Unlike Beatrice, he does have a couple abilities where a counter skill may be handy. Also, try to dash in front of him to get him to turn around and run back to the area you were just in. That way, you'll run into fewer creatures. The first ability he uses is where he releases some spirits. If one of these touch you, you'll be immobilized for a couple seconds. During the chase, I ended up encountering a few creatures. Fortunately, I can handle a bear, so I wasn't bothered by it. If it was a lurker though, I wouldn't be able to ignore that. His second ability is where he punts you with his staff, which has an incredibly powerful knockback. If you can predict it, try to use your counter skill against this attack to prevent that.
Are you jealous of my curse? You can have it. I'm going to live forever.
After a bit of back and forth, you should be able to defeat the Old Wanderer. Congratulations, that's the second elderly civilian you managed to beat up in this game. Upon defeat, you'll obtain the recipe to craft the Shroud of the Forest at the tailoring bench. This item requires pristine hide, which comes from creatures in the Cursed Forest, some plant fiber, and some ghost shrooms. The ghost shrooms may be hard to find, but you need to find 20 of them, or 15 if you have the tailor flooring, in order to craft this cloak. A good yet dangerous place to find them is near the witch huts. Witches are pretty dangerous, so just stay in rat form to avoid trouble. Once you've completed this, you'll now have a cloak that makes you immune to the forest's curse. This makes our job of finding and killing the other V-Bloods in that area a lot easier. Until then, bloodsuckers, good night.